Hey Collective, how are you? It's Our Lady of Vibes Tarot back with another vibe. I've been gone for a while. I've had some energetic siphoning happening to me. So now I've had to replenish myself. So how are you guys today? I'm so glad to see you. Please, if I'm talking too fast, sorry. Catch up. No, it's Our Lady of Vibes, to like, subscribe, and share. Follow me if you're on TikTok. Let's be friends. Let's do this. Help me help you. Help me help you, man. Let's do this, okay? Let's get this vibe going. So we're going to do a start. We're gonna know it's called stop, start, continue. That's what we're gonna do. That's the spread we're doing. What do you need to stop doing? What do you need to start doing? What are you doing already that you should continue doing? We're gonna do a 3-card read for you guys. All right, let's begin. Come on, collective. What's the stop, start, and continue? All right. Hope you guys are blessed and unstressed. If you need to take a deep breath, do so now because I'm about to pull these cards. Okay, what do you need to stop? Come on, collective. Hey, the Emperor. We need to stop this. Okay, so all right. The respect, leadership, father figure, divine masculine energy, structure, authority, stable, control, discipline, focus. You need to stop this Emperor energy. Why do you need to stop being an Emperor? Oh, is it just more like, okay, because sometimes you're in a divine masculine energy and it's just more like, you aren't. Let me see. Why does he not have a sword, this Emperor, in this card? That's weird. Where do you stand on? Okay. So the Emperor tends to be a really. Okay, I don't know if this has to do with like an Aries. Someone is hard headed. You know what I mean? I feel like divine masculine energy. I think that you might be one of those, oh, I'm the divine masculine. And you may just think that you're too much in your divine masculine energy. There needs to be more of a balance. Okay. So if you need to stop that, I feel like there's this structure you have in your life that you need to stop doing. Maybe there's a bad habits and that are preventing you from being an emperor or vibe, or maybe you are feeling emperor like, but like there's cracks and there's things in you as well that you really should see, and perhaps like humble yourself slightly. I feel that's what it is. If it's like stop that, humble yourself, because sometimes we think like if you're going for something, this is stop, start, and continue, right? So if you're going for something, right, you may have like this vibe that you're just a little, you think you are who you are. Do you understand? Like you may just be a little too confident in with this, okay? Sometimes you have, you might be also, I feel like there's a situation where you're being a father figure to someone that is kind of like, it's a little creepy, okay? So it's like if you're a father figure to, if you're acting like you're not a dad, basically what you need to stop is like acting like a dad to somebody who doesn't want you to be their dad, okay? There's like this weird control and your idea of stability for this other person that I feel like you're projecting onto them, okay? You're expecting a respect. You're expecting to be the leader of this. It's like that toxic divine masculine energy, if that's what you need to stop, right? So it's like there's this authoritative idea that you have, and that this person is supposed to do this for you, this person is supposed to do this, or this, maybe you have that toxic, Kevin Gates thing like going for you a little bit. Maybe just that's what you need to stop. Or maybe if you're around these types of people, or around this emperor that isn't good for you, you need to stop that emperor. You need to stop that emperor from being in your life. If you are this emperor, you need to chill, okay? Because you're not this person's daddy. Simple as that. And I think that's what's going on. You're not this person's father. They may not like that about you. And that vibe of like dominating is no bueno. It's not cool. No one wants that. Or at least in this situation, okay? But also if that someone is doing that to you, that's why you don't want them. So stop this emperor from doing that to you. You don't have anyone to rule over you, okay? But also, if you are in that emperor vibe, make sure you really like tone it down a bit for whatever you're doing, okay? Because that's what you need to stop. So here's start. What do you need to start doing? Hey, that's what I thought. You gotta have a little balance of temperance. So this is like emotional. This is the land, water, and earth. So these are like a balance of emotions. Okay. So this person is more balanced in emotions, a little calmed down. So I feel like the divine masculine needs to understand that there's divine feminine within all of us, and needs to definitely balance that and temper it. Okay. So there's a harmony, healing. What you need to start is some healing. They're saying that this is like a old wound. I don't know if I'm talking to a masculine or someone with internalized misogyny in some type of way. You may not even know it. Some people don't even know it because it's cultural. It might be something that happened, that's always happened, that you just don't know. Okay. And that's just something maybe you need to realize. So this is the stopping. But this is the, what is the second one? Is this what you need to start doing? It's more about having a harmony and healing within yourself, I think. Okay. Also, patience with others. If you need to control everybody, you're not someone's daddy. So, like, if you're trying to control everything, you need to chill, because I don't feel like people want you to do that. And also, they're not going to learn if you're doing this all, if you're doing everything for them. Okay. So, if that's what you want this outcome to be good, you know what I mean? If you start continuing, right? So, you need to start, just being a little more calm and tranquil. Okay. You might be, the emperor looks angry, and to me looks a little bloated, like full of himself, honestly. And he has like the garb of his like, you know how you wear like the knights, so he's wearing this, right? This emperor's wearing like what he would do for like fighting, but he doesn't have a sword. You're a lot of words. Some people just talk a lot. And I'm not trying to say that, but like, you stop talking a lot. Stop listening to people who talk a lot and they ain't got nothing to do. The temperance has these cups together. They have the crown themselves. It's like this crown needs to be on a better path. It's just sitting down, acting like it has this authority, but you need to have more self-control. When you talk to people, be more in moderation. Like I said, calm down. You may not be like, sometimes like jumping the gun with like, I deserve this, but being humble will really get you way more. So there's a balance and harmony needed within your masculine and divine masculine energy and divine feminine energy as well. Okay, you see how this is a masculine symbol, there's a feminine symbol. All right, so we need to, is this Sag? Yeah, I think it's a Sagittarius, which is both land. Yeah, it's like your carnal and your spiritual as the same. So you have to get a balance between what you've learned and what you've taught, and then what you need to know, spiritually, how you need to evolve. There's a need to evolve, so you can find a balance within your energies. Okay, and evolving will also help the peace in the situation. So you need to start bringing peace and stop being in control. All right, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you like to be called daddy. Maybe someone doesn't want to call you that. Maybe there's a father. Maybe there's an issue also with a parent, and they're trying to say to be more like the mom. Okay, maybe the mom has more, is nicer than the father. However it is, I don't know. But that's another one. So needs to be balancing. You need to temper your emperor energy, your divine masculine energy. You need to find that type of thing. Get up off your butt and do something as well. All right, so what are we going to continue? What are you going to continue doing? What do you have to continue doing? Well, there's something you're doing. That's right? We're all... So anyway, what are we going to continue doing? Stop, start, continue. What does the collective mean to continue doing? Our Lady of Vibes Tarot. All right. What are you going to continue doing? Bam. All right. Okay. So maybe you need to stop. Okay, like this message is going towards the temperance. I feel like what you don't do is you're okay. It's a Sagittarius again, all right? Same symbols, all right? Then there's also, what is that like? Oh my God. Okay. Feminine energy. You need to get towards your feminine energy. It's telling you, go back to this temperance. I feel like you're like, nah, I'm gonna just go around the temperance and go back to this emperor type thing. But what you need to, what you need to continue doing is like, if you're talking to someone who's more balanced or balanced more feminine, I think you need to speak to them. Okay. What happens is like, you need to not, because this is like fast communication, movement, rapid change. Okay. I mean, you need to take your time slowly getting to your temperance. So this might be something hard for you to do, and that's okay, man, because you have divine masculine energy. It's just not balanced. So you may need to just like, you might be frustrated and resisting to this type of change. But what you need to continue to do is maybe take your time in your change. Okay. Also, when you go to give messages to people, you need to think before you speak and stop being so frustrated. Okay. But if you have frustrations that are putting you in this energy that's making you unbalanced, you should probably say those things. So if there's a feminine energy, that you need to just like start communicating with, that's a little more balanced than you. Could be your mom, could be this person, could be the opposite color, race, whatever. Maybe you're in an interracial relationship. Maybe there's something else. Maybe it's not just within you. Maybe it's a person you need to start speaking to again and getting some advice from. You know what I mean? And if you do speak to this person, because like I said, you're trying to be a father figure to someone who doesn't want to be a father figure, and it's way more emotionally balanced than you, homie. I'm just trying to say, they're a little more spiritual. You're a little more carnal, all right? And it's weird. It's like you maybe even be trying to control them for you like it. It may turn you on to this control, and I don't think that that's what you need to be doing with this person. Maybe you need to stop with that. So if you need to not mess with this person because you are not bringing the energy. If you can't change that, you can't balance yourself, then you need to move on. But when you do speak to this person, you cannot be rude to them. Okay, you're giving messages of, if there's something going on and you're trying to push it with your masculine energy, you really should just talk to them quietly, nicely. Talk about how you could overcome obstacles, all right? Wait, go a little slow with what you're talking about. You don't, you're hasty in ways. That's what they want you, but at the same time, there's a way you should actually maybe speak to someone fast. You should speak to the person who is more balanced fast. Go get some answers from this person. All right. So if you have someone you speak to, how about you can allow them to lead a little bit, and then you can learn from them. Okay. So if there's some type of frustrations with what you're doing, or if you're going towards, if you're continuing, I feel like I don't normally read this, but these are upside down, but it's wait a little bit. I think you frustrated, and you have this structure of when this is supposed to happen. And I think that you're rushing people and you can't deal with delays. All right. But you're going to have to deal with these delays. Okay. You're going to have to deal with frustrations and then these things. All right. And you should change. You know what I mean? If at the same time, if you're the one pushing change on people, you need to not do that. Okay. You should not, you're the one throwing change towards someone who doesn't necessarily need to change. Okay. So perhaps you resist bothering these people and sending these weird messages to them or talking to them in a way that isn't really nice. Okay. So if you do have anything, you could speak to them about some frustrations, but you have to understand you're not in charge of this person, okay? And I also think that you need to speak to them in a way that is do it slowly, but do it immediately, okay? Slowly, nicely, immediately when you speak to someone, all right? That's, you know what I mean? So I don't know. But also, if this is just you needing to change and balance yourself, you need to just take your time doing so. That's it. I think you're changed. You've changed for something else, and you need to resist that type of change and go back inwards into the beginning, into your go back into how you're going to get a new type of divine masculine energy. All right. I guess this was for divine masculine, or this is for people messing with you. I just feel like if let's say also with the stop the emperor, if the emperor is bothering you, hun, and you're the temperance, and you got to continue on with your balance and your harmony, you need to continue. Maybe if you were saying something about this person, continue. All right. Or just, I feel like there's problems ahead, even messing with them, leave them. I feel like that's what it is. It's don't go towards them. Get away from them. All right. And I think they're telling this tempered person, this Sagittarius person, to stay away from an emperor. This might be an Aries. Okay. That's what I'm thinking. Could be. Is that a Capricorn? I don't know. I don't think so. But could be. I don't know. But just you need to stay away from this hard-headed person. Okay. Don't send them if you gotta tell them something, tell them off. All right. And tell them to get the heck out of here. That's it. Continue doing you and going into opposite. Don't go towards them. All right. Get away from this mean emperor. All right. I hope you got this. Hope this helps you. Our Lady of Vibes Tarot. All right. Don't forget to stop, start, and continue. All right. That was corny. Love you guys. Bye.